I'm trying to figure out how to start this shit off. Side note, I've been up listening to that Cole mixtape he dropped with Clue. It's like 4 or 5 joints, you know what I mean? They dope. But niggas is hitting me up from back home like, yo, Cole threw a few shots at you, some subliminals. For y'all that don't know, I'm from North Carolina too, you know what I'm saying? Me and Cole, we got some ties and shit. And I've been throwing like little shots here and there. I actually say niggas' names, you feel me? But I guess he got tired of the bullshit. And he actually like responded. You feel me? So I heard a few lines. I'm like, oh, okay. But we'll address that another time. Let's get into this shit though. We're gonna go on the internet and see what's popping with these tethers, these tap dancers, plantation bucks, bed wenches, yada yada. This first joint that I'm about to show y'all, this is the perfect example why J. Cole, pun intended, perfect segue, however you want to label it. A J. Cole Drake type, why you should always instill black empowerment into that type of child. Meaning, if you have a mixed child, you know what I mean, that comes from multiple genetic sources, shall I say, make sure that child loves itself, because it's going to always end up loving its oppressor. It's going to always end up worshiping the very person or group of people that has been abusing, torturing, getting over, lying, deceiving the whole entire planet for fucking centuries. This shit is so fucking sad and it's embarrassing. It's cringeworthy. I want y'all to check this fucking dickhead out. Let's go.
White people, where have your balls gone? For the love of God, can we end the multiculturalism already? I don't like this. I don't feel safe. It makes me mad. White people and Asians have concocted the greatest technology, the greatest societies, the greatest economies, the greatest infrastructure, and all of human history. You are now between 8 and 10% of the world's population, and you are importing infinity brown people into our country. And Europe included. Y'all bought into the globalist agenda and you let women vote. The two biggest mistakes ever made. The greatest errors in modern society. White people used to be feared. There's no rough edge anymore. And you know what? Can we just full-blown bring back racism? You know what? Can we just full-blown bring back racism?
You know what? Can we just full-blown bring back racism? You know what? Can we just full-blown bring back racism?
Do you know how many people get in my comments and tell me and DM me and say, oh my gosh, thank you. You say everything that I wish I could say, but I can't because I'm white. Why not? Why? Literally just say it. Just say what you gotta say. Start spamming the N-word. Start calling Indians Jeets. I'm like 8 different ethnicities, bro. So my only identity is in being an American.
They start spamming the N-word. Start calling Indians Jeets. I'm like 8 different ethnicities, bro. They start spamming the N-word. Start calling Indians Jeets. I'm like 8 different ethnicities, bro.
So my only identity is in being an American. You know what makes me so mad is when I see piece of garbage, ungrateful brown people getting on the internet and talking bold and talking crazy about my society that was established, built, and maintained by white people and by white immigrants and Asian immigrants, and they want to talk down on our society, on Western civilization, as if where they come from is so beautiful and prosperous and they have it all figured out. They've been murdering each other mercilessly and senselessly, having blood feuds for thousands of years. They can't develop anything. Women are treated like animals. They have no rights. They're just retarded, animalistic barbarians, and then think that they have the audacity to come tell white people where everybody wants to go where white people live. Everybody wants to go where white people maintain society and civilization and infrastructure. Everybody does. They come to your home, white people, and then tell you, oh, you need to make things how we have it. You need to change your rules for us. No! I'm starting to genuinely feel unsafe in society. You know who I don't feel unsafe around? Kyle, Blake, Kevin, Christina, Chloe, Rebecca, Thomas. You know who I do feel unsafe around? Niggas, Somalians, categorically, Venezuelan gangs that take over apartment buildings, large groups of Hispanic men not speaking a lick of English. White people, please, for the sake of Western civilization, grab your sacks, grab your nuts, and remember who the freak y'all are. Stop with the empathy, man. Enough. We need, you know what energy we need? We need Deuce Volt energy.
I can't take no more of that shit. My bad for making y'all sit through that shit. But I was just I'm like, yo, what else is this nigga about to say? I can't believe the shit that was coming out of his mouth. Well, I can. It's sad, but I'm not that surprised. But what was really fucking my head up, right? I'm looking at, I wasn't even really listening that much. I'm just peeping the attire. This dude has on a fucking do-rag. Like, that... I've seen racists like actually be rocking FUBU back in the day when I was a kid. They would have on FUBU and be talking hella shit about black people. And I'm like, bro, do you know what you wearing right now? Like, that's how lost these motherfuckers. Yo, I'm trying to watch my language. So he's talking about, yeah, go back to spamming the N-word. I'm like, when have they never done that? They do that now. Have you seen Twitter? Have you seen Facebook? Have you seen social media clear across the board? That's what they do. They get behind these hidden profiles and say the N-word all day. Makes them feel tough. Really because they cowards, though, because they know they can't say that shit publicly in front of us. You know what I'm saying? Because they get their ass whooped. Just like you, Sir Dickhead. But, this is dangerous. He's one of those types, I guarantee you, right? I guarantee it. He has a white boyfriend. He's getting fucked by a white male. He's in love with pink. Yeah, he's in love with that. He's one of they bottom bitches. He loves that white man. He's admiring gangs, you know what I mean? He's undercover. He adores them. You know what I mean? He's their bitch. So yeah, he's buck broken. He's a buck broken biracial. Try saying that multiple times. That's a hell of a tongue twister. A buck broken biracial, buck broken biracial, okay. Yeah, he's a buck broken biracial. Those type of dudes right there, they will crash out all for the love of white people. Like, yeah, I'm gonna prove white daddy that I love them, and they'll go out and do some shit. You know what I mean? They'll harm their own people or people that looks like them to prove to white people, like, yeah, I'm one of y'all. And the whole time the white people looking at you like, we really don't fuck with you. Like, yeah, we just be fucking on you. Pause. We use you. We fuck on you. You got a little sex toy. You can get the fuck out of here. We really don't rock with you. When the shit pop off, you probably gonna be the first one we knock off. These dudes are so fucking lost, man. Please, if you do have biracial babies out there, instill some black empowerment in them, okay? Don't let them end up like Sir Drake here. I mean, whatever this dude's name is right here. You dig? Let's carry on, though, to the next joint.
There's a bill being introduced that will strip naturalized immigrants of their citizenship for committing fraud. This bill is called the Fraud Accountability Act and is brought to you by Marsha Blackburn of Tennessee. This fraud doesn't necessarily have to be against government assistance programs, social service programs. It could be fraud in any sense, in any nature. So this goes to immigrants who's undocumented, and for the immigrants who come over here and become naturalized, it covers them too. This is Marsha Blackburn.
The bill has 6 other Senate GOP co-sponsors, including Senators Cotton, Cornyn, Haggerty, Budd, Graham, and Kramer. And Senator Blackburn explained to me why she put forward this bill.
Providing this avenue so that these individuals who would come here and defraud the taxpayer are going to be removed from the country, and do it in a more efficient and expedited way.
Do you expect any Senate Democrats to support this?
I would be honored to have them support it, and I think they should support it. When you look at, I mean, why would anybody be pro-fraud?
But if the bill passes the Senate, it would then head over to the House.
So there you have it. If you're a naturalized immigrant and you come over here and commit fraud, they will denaturalize you, then deport you. The first smoking spirit ticket up out of here if this bill passed. Now, do y'all agree with this bill? Do y'all think this bill reach is appropriate, is an appropriate consequence? Or do y'all think this is a little too harsh?
This is a no-brainer, right? This is a no-brainer. I'm gonna break it down in the hood terms for y'all, right? Because a lot of y'all like to say, well, no, this is not fair. No. So look, a few girls back in the day I used to holler at, whatever, used to talk to, they used to have like vouchers, little housing vouchers. They used to get food stamps, yada yada. All right, the requirement to have these vouchers and to continue to get food stamps and all that, you know what I'm saying? They had to report their income. Now, if they didn't report their income, they would get kicked off these programs, right? It's kind of the same with these, like, this bill. It's the Fraud Accountability Act. If you are doing something illegal, like fraud, yeah, you're going to have to get kicked the fuck out of the country. You know what I mean? Like, just like if you're on housing authority, you have a little Section 8 voucher, you're getting government assistance in any kind of way, you're going to get kicked off of these programs. But, well, in this case, you're in America, you feel me? You're from a third world impoverished fucking country. Yeah, you're getting kicked out of this first world country, this foundational black American country. So, yeah, this is a no-brainer. I think we should take it further, though. I think these immigrants, I think they should not be allowed to hold any seats in government, in power. I think they shouldn't even be allowed to be police officers and shit, to be honest with you. But they definitely shouldn't be allowed to be governors, like mayors, governors, senators, you know what I mean, congressmen, so on and so forth. They already can't be presidents. So clear across the board. And that right there alone will stop a lot of this bullshit that's going on while FBAs, while we going through so much, because a lot of these immigrants are in Congress and they acting like they speaking for us when they're not. They're really just speaking for their little tether communities and shit. They're not the voice of black Americans, foundational black Americans. So yeah, that bill right there, I fucks with it, but we need to like beef it up. Pause. We need to like add some steroids to it. Not just kick them out the country, but they shouldn't even be allowed to fucking run for like government office, like positions and shit. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. But yeah. Oh, and make sure you subscribe to homie right here. Yo, he putting in mad work on TikTok. You know what I mean? Him and Tyreek. But bro right here, I'm going to put his link in the description box. Yo, he's really like keeping his foot on the neck of these tethers. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all he do all day and night. Like I look at his page, I learn a whole lot. He keeps me updated. So I'm going to put his info in the description. All right, let's get to the next joint. Now, this video right here, right? You know what? You can't help but laugh at these tethers. Do y'all know they actually out here trying to claim hip hop and R&B music as theirs, as their creation? We can't have shit to ourselves. Like, they latch and tether onto everything foundational black Americans created. Yeah, they're talking about R&B music. They created that too. What in the fuck? You don't believe me? Check this musty shit out.
Where did R&B originate from? West Africa. Where did R&B originate from? West Africa. Where did R&B originate from?
West Africa.
But you know about roots R&B? I think the roots came from somewhere in West Africa. Yo, we want to go deep, because there's a difference between where it originated or where it got popular.
Thank you.
That's a difference.
That's Africa.
This is Africa?
Yeah, dude.
Coming from an African R&B. American.
If you check history, blues, rap originated from Africa.
The sound or the genre?
Bro, the sound.
Hold on a second.
There's no genre without the sound.
Facts.
The sound is the genre.
I with that.
Yeah, it's
with that.
Slaves used to rap. They used to chant. Then it was a chant. They used to sing.
So that's
soul, blues.
Facts.
Originated from Africa.
The fact that they came here as slaves, people forget the African descendants of it. They didn't just come to America and start developing slave songs. They came from Africa with the slave music they already had, and they brought it to here. So when people take about what makes it popular, it was popularized in America because they brought our ass here.
Makes sense.
If we never came here, it would have only been the African.
I don't think that. I think what we are not differentiating is that it's morphed into something else.
Yeah.
So R&B became R&B. And what we know as R&B, that's Black American music that we are now infusing in our Afrobeats today.
I'm gonna keep it real. I don't even know what to fucking say. I mean, I do know what to say, and I could rant, and it's like wasted energy. Cause it goes in one end out the other, and I really think they doing this shit on purpose. They're playing stupid on purpose. Because they don't have nothing. Without us, they have no real history. So they just ignore the facts. They have to lie, even to themselves, to attach themselves to us in order to have some type of history to make themselves feel good. And hope that the listeners, the viewers will believe this bullshit. I really don't know what to say. Y'all comment below, man. We can't have shit. We can't have nothing. This shit reminds me of how the white people did our ancestors, man. Our ancestors invented so much, did so much, only for it to get snatched away. We couldn't have no type of ownership. We couldn't claim nothing that we created. And now look, these motherfuckers. Alright. Let's get into the next joint, man. Boy, I swear.
There was a paper genocide that occurred, and there was the officials in Virginia deliberately expunged the records. They destroyed the official records and most of the private records. I've got a statement that gets into the whole thing, but basically, a lot of Virginia's ruling elite claimed to be blood descendants of Pocahontas, and in their view, that meant that no one else in Virginia could make a claim that they were Native American, a descendant of Pocahontas, because to do so would mean that Virginia's ruling elite would have to be classified as all other non-whites were, which was, in quotes, and this was the law, the inferior Negroid race. This is what it was about. And with enormous hypocrisy, Virginia's ruling elite pushed policies, got them passed, and it culminated with the Racial Integrity Act of 1924.
People have actually written over the records where it was put in that they were Indian, and someone went in and wrote black over it. And you can actually see in censuses from time to time where they may have been Indian in the first 3 censuses, and then the last 6 of their life they're considered black.
We are the original people of this land. We have been reclassified, but we was already living here when the Spanish, when the French, when the British came here. We've been here for thousands and thousands of years, not only in America, but in Canada, in Mexico, Central America, the Caribbeans. These people took over our lands, not only in America, but Papua New Guinea, Africa, Australia, the Pacific Islands, are the original home of people that look like us.
So look, this info is not new. Well, it's not new to us foundational Black Americans, you know, the Black natives of this land. Like, it's been passed down from generation to generation throughout our families, you know, like, yo, we are native to this land. I've looked through my family tree, through my DNA, my ancestry or whatever. I don't see one African. I have not found one African yet. I see mulatto. I see Negro. I see the letter I, which means Indian. And they changed that letter I a few times. You notice, like, I can see, like, how they changed it from I. And then I started seeing it switched over to an N or an M, you know, later on down the line. So, yeah. Oh, and I see, you know, the W, of course, when they started, you know, the recessive gene people started raping our people, yada, yada. But I don't see no Africans on my family tree. But yeah, this info right here is not new. We know who we are. This last little video right here, this is just to rub it in the faces of these Tethers and these red natives, you know, that played a role also into enslaving the Black natives, you know. They were siding with white supremacy, and they still do. That's another story for another time. You dig? But yeah, we know who we are. I'm starting to think these Tethers don't know who they are. Because we can trace our lineage back for 500, 600, 1,000 years. Question is, can they? Think about it. Tethers can't trace their... They don't even know who their grandmothers are or great-grandmothers are 9 times out of 10. They don't do the same shit that we do. Like, they don't have family reunions and shit, family trees. They don't document their relatives like how we do. You know what I mean? They don't even stay in the same area 9 times out of 10. Like, they flee. It's just something for y'all to think about. I'm going to sign off right there. PoRtCiTi, blaqtmz. Stay on cold, stay locked and loaded. And of course, keep fucking delineating. I'm gone.
Try to tell these Tethers, these off-code bootlicks, democratic shills, plantation bucks, and bed wenches to either get on code with us foundational Black Americans or get left behind and get deported. Now look what's happening. Everybody crying now, though. Yeah, why all thought shit was sweet. Don't try to ask us for help now. Take your asses back home. We tried helping y'all for decades, and y'all gave us your asses to kiss. Well, now you see the delineation movement is real, and this is only the beginning.
I can smell it in the air, pointing fingers at me like I ain't been here. FBA, honey, I'm the OG root. You just mad cause I'm dripping in my custom suit. Must be Tethers, oh, why you gotta hate? Fleeing from your spot, now you at my gate. Leeching off my hustle, trying to take my plate. Sing it with me now, get in line, wait. Must be Tethers, yeah, you smelling kinda ripe. Talking all that trash, but you're stealing my hype. FBA for life, I'm the king, no debate. Go wash up, baby, before you step my way. You hit the border running, passport in a twist, acting like you own this, clenching up your fist.